Hello and welcome back to the loft here at Harold Road with me, JB. Now, I'm not going to pretend this little video I'm doing here is not going to be emotional. Since I've come back from my holiday in Mallorca 2 weeks ago, the donations towards Meg's charity have gone through the roof. I can't thank everybody enough for what they're doing. I've got donations here sitting beside me to my right, and I've got messages that I need to read out. I went out with a friend who's known me for many years the other night, and we had a drink, and he said to me, "John," he said, "I've known you for many years," and he said, since you were a kid, you've always been there to help people, and you're still doing it even today." And he put his hand on my shoulder, and he just said, "You're one of the good guys in this world." And I just want to make this video just to say thank you to everybody. I'm receiving messages daily. I'm receiving emails as well. I've been receiving messages from dementia nurses and families who have lost their loved ones through dementia. As I stated in the last video, I just wanted to help a friend raise a few quid to help her family. Another question was asked of me, why are you doing it? And I'll let you into a little secret. And my mother, I recently lost my mum suddenly 3 years ago, and I've had to come to terms with that. But my mother had the start of dementia. She was confused. She forgot things. She would get panicky over things, and she would think that someone was raiding her bank account. She would forget who I was. But unfortunately, dementia didn't kill my mother. My mother had a fall. My mother had a fall in the street, and she knocked her head, and she never ever regained consciousness. So I was called to the hospital to say that my mother was in hospital, and when we finally found her, she was on a machine, and I was literally taken into a room by the doctors, and I was told that she would not regain consciousness, and it's probably best if we turn the life support machine off. All I could do was kiss my mum goodbye. But that's one of the reasons why I'm working so hard on this charity thing. I can't let it go, because if I can help Megs, if I can help others, then the money that we raise will make all the difference to people. Now, there's been so many people who have bought things that I've put on the auction. They've paid more than what the things are worth. I'll sell something for 50 quid and then they give me 60, or they'll this, and then you get the messages how dementia has wrecked their lives, and they've lost their own loved ones. So this is the reason why I'm sitting here, because I just want to thank everybody for what they're doing. This has gone from a small thing to something massive, and we've now got model shops and manufacturers sending things for me to sell on to make money. But I just have to read out a few messages. I'm sorry about this. I just have to do it. Oh, God. This is from Colin Warrior. I've always liked your videos, but I must say what a wonderful man you are, and I hope your charity does well. Chris Hall. Awesome stuff, JB. It goes to show how much respect you have within your group and the wider community. Jamie Perry Giddings. What you're doing is incredible, and donations go to a great cause. Once again, JB, you've smashed it. Kevin Carter. Well done, JB, and the model railway community who have come together for this well-deserved cause. Lee Dalton. Brilliant, JB. Well done for all you have done and the support you have generated surrounding this cause. Wayne Wilkinson. Top man, JB, you're a legend. The money will make a difference. And it's all thanks to you, matey. Charles Swindley Wilson. Dude, what you are doing and done so far, considering you're doing this all on your own, is amazing. Much respect to you, JB. There is so many messages like this that come through every single day. And even though I'm getting slightly emotional over this, I just wanted to say why I'm doing what I'm doing. Once all this is gone, I don't know when this is. I said maybe we can get to about £1,000, but it's going to go over that. This model here, which I'll show you very shortly, I've put this on for auction today on Facebook, and already there's a bid of £200. But we will look at this box here very, very shortly, because this is the daddy of all things. And I have to, we can tell it's from Accurascale, but I have to tell the story of how we came across what we're going to sell for the charity. So that's just me explaining to you all why I'm doing what I'm doing and why I will not give up. It's for my own mother, who I have to come to terms with the fact I had to do what I had to do. But I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep selling things until I've got nothing. There's bits and pieces here that I've still got to sort out. There's broken models that I've got to sort out. So I hope to get Megs to £1,500, and with everybody's help, we're going to get there. I knew this was going to be an emotional afternoon. I knew this was going to be an emotional video. So I'm going to get the emotional bit out of the way. You know why I'm doing what I'm doing. So we're going to move on now, wipe the tears away, and we'll get on with these donations and this big black box here from Accurascale. So now you know why I'm doing what I'm doing. There's no ulterior motive for me to be doing what I'm doing. I'm not asking anything of Megs or anything. Okay, I'm just trying to help. All right. So people kind of think, "Oh, what's he up to?" There's nothing in it. It's just what I explained earlier. And yeah, okay, I might have got emotional there, but I don't really care. Do you know what I mean? I've always said to my kids, never be afraid to cry. Never be afraid to be emotional. Just because you're a man, it means you can't show your emotion. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people might say, "Oh, look at him there crying." I don't care what you think. Some people will look at that video and say, "That was brilliant, well done, that was very brave." Some people may say, "Well, that's a bit, yeah, all right, whatever." Anyway, we're moving away from that now, and I've explained myself. So this is another reason why I get emotional, yeah? Because when you get things like this from Roxley Models, you know, saying we're going to send you something. And David and Eleanor, this is the card that I got, and I got, if you've been on the Facebook page, you would have seen this card. But when I opened the box, there was an invoice. I thought, oh God, I'm being charged for it. But that just says model being donated and checked by DB, Darren, I'd imagine. So they sent me an invoice, but I didn't have to pay anything for it. But I got a nice card. I'm not going to get emotional, but this is lovely. It said, "Hi John, huge congratulations and respect for all the work put in and money raised for your friend Meg and her charity. Well done, JB. You are a trooper and a star. Much love, the Roxley family." You donated a model, and already this model, it's on auction on my Facebook page. This model donated is a brand new Bachmann Class 47, 35419, Class 47, 47375 Tinsley Traction Depot. This has been donated by the shop, and already someone has bid £200 for it. Now the auction goes until tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock. I don't know if we're going to beat £200 unless someone is really generous and wants to give more than that to Meg's Dementia charity. Okay, we are raising money for Dementia UK. For all those who want me to carry on and be my normal clowny self, okay, that will come. Sometimes I have to be serious, okay. I know some of you want wigs and fart machines and trumps and for me to be silly. I am a natural clown. I've always been one of the guys that people like to hang around with because I'm silly. But sometimes when you're doing something serious, you've got to be serious. And when you get things like this, it is serious. Serious enough for a model shop to send a brand new model to be auctioned for charity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the model from its box and we'll have a look at it on the weathering turntable. If you think, do you know what, I'm going to put a bid on that, you can have a look at this while I spin it around, and then you can go on the Facebook page and make a donation if you so wish. So anyway, I'm going to get my doofus and we're going to get this out of the box and have a look at it. So here is our donated model from Roxley Models. This has been given free of charge to help us raise money for Dementia UK. And it's 47375 Tinsley Traction Depot. Now this was a pet locomotive of that depot, and it was often built up like this with all this extra detail. And Bachmann they've gone over the top on this one, haven't they? Look at this. They've done it just how it was when it was allocated to the depot. And there you go. There's the nameplates. These ones are printed, but you do get some etch plates in the box as well as your detailing pack as well. So this is new tooling as well from Bachmann. It's a good looking model, isn't it? It really is. I'll spin that round. You can have a look at that. So one end is flush and the other end is has got the head code box plated over, and on the other side is almost exactly the same with all this smash and detail. Wire handrails as well, proper handrails. Look at that. We've got some cab detailing in there as well. Can you see in there? That looks pretty good. The bogie detailing is well picked out, and you've got all this other detailing as well around the battery boxes and fuel tank. We've got the fire extinguisher there as well, nicely added. Springs in silver, white wall tyres, very nice, and obviously a depot plaque as well for Tinsley. A stunning looking model, and it's even got engine room detailing. If you look through the windows, you know, not that one. I'll just spin this round. Here we go. Is there any detail in there? Possibly. I think I can see some pipework in there. I've just got the end there. See if there's any more in that one. Yep, there, more detail in there. So yeah, good looking model. And already it's got a bid of £200. But shall we see how it runs on the track?
maybe that'll be the decider for you. Maybe someone out there will say, "Cool, I'm gonna pay more than 200 quid for it." So let's put it on the track and see how it runs. So I've placed 47375 onto the track. Doesn't it look good on there? Certainly does. Right, so shall we see how it runs straight from the box if you're thinking about putting in a bid on this beast? So let's see what it runs like straight from the box. Oh, there you go. Typical Bachmann. Straight away. On my dirty track, running absolutely perfect. No noise, no hums. Yeah, that is nice. I think the Bachmann headlights on analog, they come on at a certain speed, so we'll just test that. Let's have a look. No, they don't come on at a crawl. It's got to be doing at least 35-40 miles an hour there. But hey, if you got DCC, you can put a chip in it, and your lights will work straight away. So there you go. What more can we say? I've had a look at it. That is 47375, and it will be coming off auction on the Facebook page tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. If you feel like having a bid on it, it's currently standing at £200, and all the proceeds will go to Megs Brown's Dementia UK Just Giving. So if you're thinking about having a go at it, don't miss out. Have a crack, have a bid, see if you win.
If you want to win this 47, the Bachmann from Roxley Models, literally as I was then doing a segment, turning it off and checking it, we've had a bid of £250 for this model. This is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I know how much this model is worth, and it's gone over. And you wonder why I get emotional. The model railway community has come together on this Dementia UK charity for Megs and her half marathon. This is the God's honest truth. I'm not trying to push the model. If you go on the Facebook page, it's literally just come up that someone has offered £250 for the Bachmann 47375. Right, wow. Jeez, right, we're moving on to this. I knew this was going to be I'm trying not to get emotional. This is not what people want to see, okay? I've done the heart-to-heart bit at the beginning. I'm going to try and stay upbeat, but wow. Thank you so much. I don't know the names yet. It just came up. We'll check it, and I'll put the name up later. Let's move on to this, because there's a nice story behind this. This is our second big donation, and it's massive. It's huge. It's bigger than anything. I wasn't never expecting this. The story goes, Richard Watson of Accurascale contacted me on the 30th of July, just before I went off on my holiday to Mallorca with the family, and he basically said in his message that dementia had affected his family and other members of the Accurascale team, and would I like one of their brand new Class 60s to auction for the charity. So I was a bit dumbfounded. I was like, wow. Well, yeah, I'm not going to say no, am I? So he then said, which loco would you like? So I said, I think the WS one, Spirit Jaguar, would be quite nice, but that would sell. Someone will pay good money for that. Well, anyway, I come back from holiday, and then Richard obviously then said, your model's on its way, and it came this week. So I opened the box, as you do. I didn't check my emails. I should have checked my emails properly, because there was confirmation of an order, there was confirmation it was being shipped. I didn't look at it, so excuse me, Richard, I didn't see that. And when I opened the box from the courier, let me just read this to you. Class 60 locomotive 600605 Spirit of Jaguar, EWS late, Era 9, DCC sound fitted. This is their top range of the Class 60. This is their top range. Every model they do a DCC ready and DCC sound fitted. This is the top daddy. It's worth a lot of money, and for them to send this free for me to raise money for Meg's charity, I think is absolutely amazing. He actually sent me a message, I think it was yesterday or the day before. Has your model arrived yet? Yeah, my model has arrived and then some, mate. If a Bachmann Class 47 can reach 250 quid, what's this going to make? Has someone got deep pockets? Can someone... I know how much this is worth. What I'm going to do is I need to devote some time to this, not because this is big. This is huge. So what I'm going to do, we're going to get the Roxley Models auction out of the way first, because that's just gone mad. And then we'll concentrate on this. I need to spend some time on this, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to auction it. I know people want to do a raffle. I don't, as I said before, I had not got the time to do a raffle, and I've spoken to a friend about raffles, and he said I could be infringing gaming laws, etc. So is that, and I do not have the time to take £5 from someone, £5 here, £5, and do a draw. I don't have the time. I'm so sorry if you feel like you're missing out. There are plenty of Lima models that I'm going to push later on, and I'll lower the price if you're looking for a model train. I know so many people wanted a raffle. I don't have the time. I'm so sorry. This is the quickest way I'm going to do it. So whoever wins this, whatever price you pay, you have the option of having it pristine, or I will offer, yeah, get this, I will offer a pro weathering on the model for an extra charge. Obviously I don't do it for free, so that's an option. That's an option for the winner. You can take it, put your digital stuff onto it and make it what you want, or I'll hang on to it and weather it properly and send it to it, and you'll have a one-off model, a one-off pro weather model. Not many people own a Harold Road JB Works weathered locomotive. I've got a Lima down here, a Lima Class 47, yeah, that I pro weathered last week. Can you see that? I've already been offered £100 for it, and the guy said it's worth £100 just for your work. I thought that's quite nice. So if that makes 100 quid, what's that going to make if I weather it? Quite scary, really. I've not actually taken this out of the box yet. So what we're going to do, we're going to clear the table, and we'll have a look at this Spirit of Jaguar, because some of the manufacturers have still got these, and you may be thinking, I don't know what the Spirit of Jaguar looks like. So if I put it on the weather and turntable, you can have a look, and you can go to the main manufacturers. I think Accurascale have still got some. I know Rails of Sheffield have got some. I know Roxley Models have got some. Roxley Models have also got 60021, which I reviewed before. I know some people are looking for that. Last time I checked on Roxley Models website, they still had 4 units in stock. That's for the GBRF version. Alright, so if you are looking for these Class 60s, they are still out there, even though Accurascale may be having issues with stock, because obviously people just buy them direct from the manufacturer. I know they're out of stock of some stuff, but they are available elsewhere. So let's clear a space on the workbench, and let's have a look at 60065 Spirit of Jaguar. Please excuse the state of my workbench. It's a busy place. It looks like step 2's yard, I know, but there you go. Some people have gone through the hell of step 2. Right, so we're going to have a look at... I'm trying to stay professional, obviously. So this, we're going to have a look at this. I've not actually taken 60065 out of the box yet. So I've got to do something about the... Someone actually said, are you going to do the foam bit? Oh, do I do the foam bit? So, like 60021, we've got the
We got all the booklets that we saw on the review I did on Wednesday. Lovely picture of 60065. I could weather that like that for the winner if they wanted it. I could do it exactly that. Fade it on the roof. Think about that. So you got all your bits and pieces, your DCC setting. So we are greeted by the LS250. I can't. No, this has got to be done properly. Nice bit of foam that is. Foam. Right. So we've got. It's in there. It's there. It's in its ice box. There is something there. So I'm going to remove. It looks good already, to be honest with you. Yeah, look at that. I wouldn't mind one of these for myself in analog, you know. I might change my mind about getting this. Okay, so I'm just going to pause you slightly, and then we'll take it out of its ice box. Right, so let's get this out. Oh, hang on. What a Accurascale glue in the boxes now. Oh, blind, that's tight. Oh, I'm not messing around. I'm having a bit of trouble here. There we go. I'm in. Bits of foam dropping on the floor. So sorry about that. Just put it on the floor there. We'll just remove it now so you can get the first look. We've got the Spirit of Jaguar etch. I can see them in there. I know you can't see this, but if you look now, they're in there. Look, etch plates. Nice. You got your extra buffer beam detailing parts. 60065 was well known. That had a yellow plough on the front of it, and that's been modelled lovely. We've got a nice bit of polythene here as well, nicely protected. I'll just remove that. Oh, and again, it's heavy. It's heavy. There's your first look. 60065 Spirit of Jaguar. On first look, it looks awesome, just like the GBRF version that we saw on Wednesday. Decoration is absolutely superb. So what I'm going to pause you slightly now, and then we'll get it on the turntable and have a proper look at it. So 60065 Spirit of Jaguar sits before you in all its splendour. This is DCC sound fitted, and it will be sold for auction. If you are thinking of getting one of these, they are available in both analog and DCC sound from most of the normal suppliers who are supplying the public with this model. Let's have a look round. I do like those yellow clusters. That's nice. That's very nice. I'm just going to do a slow. Oh, please excuse my camera work. This is an old phone I use. I wish I had some proper, you know, filmmaking equipment and could do a review like some of the big boys, but I like to do it like this, simple and easy, no bells or whistles. But again, the detail on this model is absolutely stunning. We saw it on 60021, but it's really nice to see it on an EWS version as well. You've got superb bogie detailing bits. You've got all the compressors, separately fitted parts, fuel tanks, BIS switches. You got that cooler group. I said it before. That's gorgeous, isn't it? And then all the separately fitted parts on the bogies. Yeah, cabs are detailed as well. Finely etched wiper blades. Look how fine they are. Getting in close there. I think the door handles are plastic. Don't get me wrong, if they're not. If they're metal, I made a mistake, but I'm just saying what I can see. So yeah, although I cannot test this model, I am literally showing you what you could win if you bid on the auction when I get round to doing it. And it's not going to be that long before I do this auction. We're just going to get the Roxy models auction out of the way, clear a space, devote some time, and then this will be sold. This is DCC sound fitted 60065, donated kindly by Accurascale UK. And doesn't it look gorgeous? Just to prove the fact it's DCC, I'll just remove the panel, and there's the chip in there. I'd imagine, looking up there, the speaker is up there somewhere. I'm not an expert on DCC, but there you can see the DCC chip is there. So it's not It's none of your rubbish. This is top class. This is a brand new Accurascale Class 60, which is going to be auctioned.
So that's the big announcement this afternoon. The donations from Roxy Models and the massive donation from Accurascale. That's huge. The 47 still currently stands at 250 quid, but it doesn't come off until 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Will it go higher? I don't know. You'll have to keep an eye on the Facebook for that. Again, if you haven't got Facebook, apologies. Everything I'm talking about is probably going to be rubbish. But everything is being done on Facebook. It's the easiest thing to do. And for those who probably find it uncomfortable watching me a little while ago bearing my soul, I have no apologies about doing it. I've got no issues about sitting down in this chair and bearing my emotions. I've got no problem with it at all. If some of you think, I want to laugh at it, laugh at it. I hope other people will take on board the hard work that's going into all this. And it is emotional. It is emotional. It's not just the things that be sent. It's the messages that come in. It's the emails that come in. It's the offers of support as well. I mean, you even have emails offering people for them to fix my models that are being sold. It's absolutely amazing. The model railway community has really come together on this, and it's gone massive. It's gone far wider than I ever expected it to go. Massive. But as I said, I don't feel at all embarrassed that I shed a tear. We all lose people. And I lost my mother very, very suddenly, and there was nothing I could do apart from say goodbye to her. It was so quick. I had to make a decision there and then, and it's something that I still live with to this day, and I'm sure my brother does as well. But unfortunately, my brother was in London at the time, and he made his way up as quick as he could. To make a decision to turn your parents' life support off is massive. It is massive, and I feel for anyone who has lost parents or members of their own family. It does. I do think about my mum when I'm doing this charity thing, because as I say, she started to have these dementia type symptoms, and I think if the fall hadn't have killed her, I'd imagine dementia probably would have done. As I said, there is nothing at all in this for me. There's nothing. I don't want anything. I'm doing this to help a friend. To basically, I just want to do it. Just raise a few quid, and if we can raise as much as we can, that's brilliant. As I said, nothing in it for me. It gives me a little bit more exposure. It gives Harold Road a wider audience, and it does pull in some more supporters. If I get more supporters, which I have done, all well and good. Hopefully they'll enjoy it. I will be back to my normal self, don't worry. I am a clown, I do mess around. I wear wigs. I've got a trump machine. I've got a thing in there that jumps up and down and makes rude noises. That will come back, don't worry. But just at the moment, because we are doing something serious, I'm just being myself as an adult. It's very hard for me not to mess around. As Meg once told me, I'm weird and wonderful. She don't even know me that well, but I'll take weird and wonderful. So the next video I do will be an update on how much we've raised, because after we get rid of the 47, the 60, and the lemurs, we're going to call it quits. If we don't make 1,500 quid, we don't make 1,500 quid, but we've given it a good shot.